Hello guys, Garcia here. This is part 18 of our Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Clan Quest mod playthrough, playing as a Tremere. So as you guys can see, I am in the Society of Leopold, their base. So we are going to start with this quest today. I like to sneak my way around this quest, but my sneaking is not great. Actually, let me switch to a lighter clothing here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Wow, that was extremely close. But I think at least going in we'll be able to do it. Alright. They were starting to get agitated there. So let's try to kill a few dudes from behind here.
Lord, I pray now that you give me strength in battle, that I might overcome
power.
Satan and his children, that I might wield the flaming sword of the archangel and defend myself with your shield of faith,
Off.
that my victories are many and my wounds few,
There you go.
that I might further your kingdom here on earth. And if I meet death tonight, then let it be first that I cast a mighty host of demons back into the lake of fire and stake.
Okay, so one down. The rifle is actually decent here. Well, I'll have to fight these guys anyway, so let me just get ready here. Yes. So let's do it. Come on. Alright. When you play different games that have the same mechanics, but they have a better implementation of them, you always use those games as a base to compare. So for example, I already complained about the very slow reload speed that this game has. But the reason I complain about it is basically because of Resident Evil 4, which I play a lot. So what happens is, in Resident Evil 4 you have the upgrading weapon system. So you can also upgrade the speed in which you reload your weapon. So they correctly identified that that was something that would make the game better. And this game just doesn't do that. This game in Vampire. So you always have the same horrible reload speed, as far as I know. I'm going to try to dominate it to get a little bit of health back. Up here, I think we have the final book that we need for our firearms skill.
One of us should take some food down to the prison.
Johansson, he is no better
I don't know why I unequipped the weapon here.
than they. If not for his medicine demons, the artifact would never.
So
It is complicated
let's go.
matters.
Alright. Come on, reload. Come on. Damn it.
I know you're here.
The only positive that you can possibly say about the very slow reloading timer is that the enemies also have the same problem. So at least it's an universal problem, not only you. Alright, so we got the last. So let's see if we set here. Yes. So there you go. So now We have ranged 14. Might be the best possible with like complete firearm skill, complete perception attributes, and a complete discipline aspects. The only way that you could possibly make this better is if you used another discipline alongside it, probably. That's pretty good. Nothing that important here. Let's try to... Yeah, the damage still got me here. Alright. Let me try to dominate another one here. He's pretty close. So as long as I don't remove my stealth here, I should be fine. Alright. The only problem with the automatic weapons is that you usually use way more bullets than you actually need to, because you feel compelled to keep pressing the trigger button, but you usually kill the dudes before that, so... Alright. So let's do it. Let's try to heal a little bit of the aggravated damage here. Just a little bit. That's why I'm kind of stalling here. Alright, blood heal is done. Come on. Alright. Let me see. There's two guys, right? There's one there. So let's just get this one first. I'm actually going to use a different weapon here, because I need this weapon against Ulfeld Bach. So I'm going to use the eagle here. There you go. The damage is way higher than the other one, double, basically. Alright. I don't know why I unequipped it again. This is happening a lot. But hey. Alright, so I think we need to go this way first, right? I think this is the place where they, yes, where they captured Ash again. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep one dude alive.
Hey, stop right there.
There you go. Alright, so good old Ash. Once again captured. Oh, I need a key. I can't reach 10. So let's go get it. I cannot miss a whole lot of shots because I don't have... I'm not going to find bullets for this weapon down here, so... Okay. Come on. Damn it. I don't think there's anything reasonable here other than bullets for lesser weapons. Come on, dude. Let's try to go into the fight. We'll take full, or at least kind of full blood pool. But I need to do the Ash Rivers thing first, so I think the key's here. Yes. There you go. It has been a unique experience to play with Tremere because I only played with a Tremere I think only once. And only on the vanilla game, never in this mod, I think. So it's interesting to play with a clan that forces you to have a limitation on your physical attributes. So you have to kind of work your way around it and do a few quests the way they are supposed to. Like getting the key for this quest, for example.
Thanks. You'll never see me again.
Alright, so there goes Ash. Oh, just fell here. I know there's a shortcut, but I don't remember it, so might as well just walk. Alright, so now it's going to be a little bit complicated because I'm pretty sure the damage will be good, but I don't know how much damage we are going to take from Bach here. He's the one boss in the entire game that is kind of a toss-up. You never know if you are fully ready for him or not. All the other bosses you know exactly. You know if you have enough range to fight Bing Shao. You know if you have enough bullets to fight the gargoyle and stuff, but with Bach is a slightly different story. So usually I might use the AUG here, and I'm going to start with my favorite here. Let's see how it goes.
Would you as a servant to save me, but I set this. He is under.
Alright, so let's use 2 Auspex here. Let me equip the weapon again. Where is he? Up there? Yeah, I'm not gonna hit him from here. Only probably with the rifle. Damn it. Whoa. That is a colossal amount of damage, my god. Never done this much damage on this fight before. Come on. Alright. Finally. Where is he now? Almost dead. There you go. Well, he's obviously not dead yet, right? He's going to activate the destruction button here. But that was pretty easy actually. Way easier than I expected it to be honest. I don't remember there's an item here. Probably not. Alright, so let's save before I activate the destruction sequence here. Or he activates the destruction sequence. You might get stuck in something, so I might as well.
I told you, Em. I am. Yeah, the sarc. I get. All right. Let's. Well, they will. Yeah. While I find it hard.
Alright.
Then maybe you know, the ingrate disorder. House. No, I've answered. Thank you.
Alright, hopefully we can keep this extra humanity point here.
Time of judgment is here.
There you go. I still can't get over the fact that this guy actually thought that Lacroix would ever come here to fight him in person. He's literally the last guy in the game that I could possibly envision going to that type of trap. Come on. Don't get stuck. Almost there. There you go. I've already gotten stuck in like boxes, in those ammunition thingies that we have here that can explode. So better to always save before those parts. Oh yeah, this is right after, while we are doing the quest, the Sabbat attacks the building, right?
Hey, baby.
Yeah. I was trying to get a freebie here, but this is not the girl who was saved a few episodes back. Alright. So now we are finally going to start the Sabbat chapter. I think Chunk is not there yet, right? We are going to... The Sabbat did a number on the defenses of the building here. But I think Chunk escapes. We are the ones that actually have the option to kill him, right? Later on. Okay. So there it is. First NPC related to the Sabbat chapter. I don't know which one I should talk to first. I would guess probably Lacroix, right?
With whom do they think they're dealing? The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights.
Yes.
The Sabbat's infamy.
Removing the Sabbat will prove no easy feat. Brute force simply won't do. They spawn like roaches. Their power structure must topple to truly be rid of them. Fortunately, I have devised a plan to undermine them.
So as you can see, right now the dialogue already changed. There's already new dialogue that is related to the Clan Quest mod. So as I said, the dialogue that's related to the Sabbat chapter we are going to watch. So, go on.
An agent of this court, Jesse, has been stalking one of the Sabbat's run-down boroughs, observing them for some time. The heaviest concentrations of troops lie in East LA. He can give you the information you need to infiltrate the Sabbat and evict them from my town for good.
Well, I'm intrigued.
Very good. Speak with Jesse before you leave. He can provide you the details you'll need to succeed.
This sounds... let me see. Yes. Some money would be good.
Of course. I can't send you ill-prepared for such an important mission. Remember, this is a covert operation. You need to act convincingly animalistic and disgusted with the Camarilla to have them accept you as their own. From that vantage point, you can pull precisely the right cards and make their whole house topple.
This should be easy enough. Got it.
Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold.
Yes, I did.
What? What? A key? Where?
Bah is dead.
Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Leopold, but you managed to kill their greatest hunter.
The Sabbat must be eliminated. When you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key.
Alright.
So you're the new pawn everyone's buzzing about? Jesse. Street artist and adrenaline junkie by trade. Currently working off some karmic debt as the prince's toady. Sup?
What's up, man? So, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're in for some ride, newbie. You're about to venture into the seedy underbelly of this city and do things you never thought you'd do, all 'cause the prince said so.
See the underbelly? That's my specialty this night.
Listen, everyone in this town is either a waiter or an actor, but you're gonna have to be both. To infiltrate the Sabbat, you're going to have to be a consummate liar and do things you never wanted to do.
Prince says you got some intel for me. Lay it on me.
Details come later. First you need to get on the inn. Getting at these fiends is no easy task. From the moment you start interacting with them, you'll need to start proving you're as evil and messed up as they are.
So how evil are we talking?
Don't look at me. You're gonna have to ask the Archbishop Andre yourself.
Awesome. Last time I talked with him, I nearly got my lungs ripped out. Yes. You really think he's not just going to summarily end me the second I walk in this door?
Like all dogs, they only respond to treats. You're gonna offer me up as kibble, or at least you're going to tell them you're on the trail of a Camarilla spy on their turf. With any luck, that Samisi fuck will smell the bacon and won't resist.
We want to get rid of Sabbat. Why don't we just kill their glorious Archbishop?
Doesn't really work like that. See, the thing about the Sabbat is, you kill one of these fucks, and the next reject that's been waiting a decade or 5 for a promotion steps up to the plate. They're like a ragtag army. They've got rank, they've got file. The only way to do any real damage is from the inside.
Alright. I'll just walk right into the Sabbat recruiting office, tell them I'd like to join their noble cause, get my member card, and be on my way. Definitely no way this can go wrong. Absolutely.
It's the pawn's job to step into territory where knights and kings fear to tread. Offering yourself up to the Archbishop might be an act you cannot come back from. You're gonna have to keep your wits about you to get back out of this.
I will never betray the Camarilla.
Whether you're up here pulling on strings or down there digging in the dirt, it's the same political nonsense. Just cover your ass and get out with your own life intact.
And that's what I've been doing so far. So after somehow, then what?
Once you set things in motion, find me in my gallery over in East LA, and I'll explain the players in all of this.
Alright.
LA is a funny town. Just as all the waiters are actors, all the walls are galleries. I got a few of my own.
Alright. So there you go. We have our next assignment here.
You can always count on the Sabbat's goal. What I am. Well, what did your... The Loch? Assyria? Lamastu? It seems to corrupt...
There you go.
Excellent. It's simple. Someone's misled. Well, perhaps.
There you go. So another extra XP point. So I have 14 now. We have pretty much finished everything we needed here. The dexterity is actually maxed out. This is just a penalty for our armor. Stamina can't put any points anymore. So we are just going to reach 16 and put 1 in wits. I don't think I'm going to need stealth anymore. But I don't remember all the quests in the Sabbat chapter, so maybe. So I might maybe start working on my obfuscate here. Or maybe put a point in blood buff, we'll see. The only knock that people usually have on the Sabbat chapter is that basically there's a bunch of quests, but there's very little in way of XP rewards. You gain very little bonus points for doing those quests. But the reality is that basically after all the quests that you have done before you reach the Sabbat chapter, you are basically maxed out on most of the things you need, so not here. So you basically don't need more XP points. And you are going to get a lot in the final part of the game anyway. Just check to see if there's something I need to sell here. And not really. But before we go to East LA, I need to buy some ammunition. I don't think there's a shop there, as far as I remember. I also have to be very careful with the dialogue here, I think. He's down there, right? Oh, this is actually Elysium. So maybe we are safe here. There's an eagle, great talisman. Oh, plus much perception. Here's saying +1 to wits, so which one is it? Yeah, I think it's perception. So it's not what is written in the item, right? So let's save before we talk to the dude here. Hopefully we're good. Hello, sir.
I see you have returned. Did our first encounter not sate your bloodlust? Is wanton violence all you crave? Or perhaps it's oblivion you seek? I do not sense the seething animosity of the Camarilla in your eyes. Tell me, child, what are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight, I want to join in the Sabbat.
You level our warehouse. You sacked my home, spoiled my schemes.
Yes.
You've proven a loyal and effective tool of your prince. One that would better serve the hands of the Sabbat. How can I trust one already so indoctrinated to the misguided ways of the Camarilla?
Well, I brought Lacroix the sarcophagus, and I see now that I've made a terrible mistake. I was hoping I could make it right with your help.
So you understand the gravity of the situation. The danger we all face with the sarcophagus in the hands of a corrupt, vain-true prince. I can sense your eagerness to act, but I require proof that you have abandoned the Camarilla completely. I put that burden upon you, child.
Alright. So, I know of a spy on your turf in East LA. I'll hunt him down and present him to you, proving myself and ridding the Sabbat of another treacherous agents of the Camarilla.
A spy? That is too simple.
Well, I still need leverage. Give me a word that I can hunt him down myself, and I'll earn a name for myself in the Sabbat.
Very well. Announce yourself to Victoria, a doctus in East LA. She will oversee your hunt. I will inform her you have my blessings. For now. closely, Canine. Failure may be tolerated in the Camarilla, but one misstep in the Sabbat will be your last.
Alright, fair enough. So there you go. We were able to infiltrate here. Let's be honest, it's kind of too easy the way this is set up in this mod. But it's very hard to complain about anything in this mod because the quality is so high. As far as I know, they actually found the voice actor that did Andre's voice lines the first time. So I think it's the same actor that recorded these lines for this mod. So that's an amazing achievement when you think about it. And every character that has voice lines in this mod is basically amazing. I have to go to Mercurio here real quick just to buy some bullets. See if the last armor is also available. I could have talked to Heather too, back in the Haven. I forgot. I didn't use any of my blood packs, so I think blood-wise we're good. There's actually a Haven in East LA too, but I don't usually use it.
My Vegas connection paid me a visit this afternoon.
So yeah, Dragon's Breath. I never used this weapon before, to be honest. Maybe you should try. So let me see. Not using this. All the other ones I might use. Okay. Okay. This is the one I want. Alright. There you go. I know that this weapon does a lot of damage, but I don't exactly know how it works. As I said, I don't use guns much, so I've been actually relearning about them during the playthrough. But I still prefer the melee combat, to be honest. It's less clunky. So let's just talk to Heather just a little quick.
Where to?
Bit. That's what I was trying to say. I don't remember what's the trigger actually for her to. I'm actually punching stuff while traveling again for some reason. I don't know what's the trigger for her to offer you the armor. I think it's after the Hallowbrook Hotel quest, but the vanilla quest. So I don't know if this interaction with Andre counted as the entire quest, meaning the game skipped to the point where I can ask her the armor, or she will give it to me. We'll see. Hey, miss.
Master?
Embrace, travel. I pressed the roundup button here because, as you can see, where's Yukie, right? She was with me, but she was not in the Society of Leopold quest anymore. So either she's in my other haven, or she's back in some other place, or back on her original spot. I actually don't know. It's kind of annoying, but that's the type of thing that happens when you are playing the companion mod. Email. Alright. I don't think I'm going to embrace her. I don't think that's necessary.
Master?
I don't want her to travel with me either because she might just vanish. We don't necessarily need the other armor. Technically we are pretty okay here, defense wise. But I don't remember all the Sabbat quests, so the only one that I remember completely is the last one, which is on a church. That one's very cool. And it's a combat quest too, but I think with what we have here is probably enough. So I already checked everything that I wanted to.
Need a ride?
Oh. So I think I need to talk to them again here. Lag. Oh, so Chunk is already back. They already cleaned up the place. Oh, I need to talk to him. Hey, Chunk.
Chief, you believe what happened here? You're dumb. I guess you can go on.
Alright. Thank you.
Wipe them out.
Well,
before they doom us.
I have to finish my study of the sarcophagus in the next few hours.
Jess's shadow is
I
here.
have other matters to attend to. We'll have to make conversation.
Well, so I should be able to go. Maybe it was on the map and I just didn't see it.
Hop in.
Oh, sure, it's on the dialogue. Take me to East LA. Oh. Sorry guys, I did not remember that. So from now on it's just new stuff. We're going to be here a while. So that's it guys. We are finally on East LA. Going to be a very high amount of cool characters, very well acted dialogue, very cool story, and some reasonably decent quests. So that's it guys. We'll continue on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys.